Hey everyone, I'm back with part 2 of opening this Doom box and that, so right now, uh, oh, last time I was looking at this card and I said I thought I had it and all so who knows, I might do in here in this box that I opened from part 1 on. And but we'll keep figuring it out as we go. All in that. Now, this will be the next card. Ah, crap. Dark Contract with the Zero King. Oh, it's a DD card. Okay. If you can target one DD card you control except a Dark Contract with the Zero King, destroy it, and if you do, special summon one DD from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except DD monsters. You can only use this effect of Dark Contract once per turn. Once per turn during the standby phase, take 1,000 damage. That is really terrible. Like, really, really terrible. I don't see people playing this in DD decks unless they can somehow inflict the damage to the opponent. Alright, Archmage. Archmage. Movement. Prekito. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon one Archmage monster from your deck in defense position with the different name than the card you control. If this card is sent to the graveyard, activate the effect of Archmage Academy. This must be the field spell of the Archmage. You can add one Archmage trap from your graveyard or banishment to your hand. You can only use the effect of Archmage movement this once per turn. Also, you cannot special summon this card from the extra deck during the turn you activate either of this card except fusion monsters. Okay, so it's more like a fusion. Well, Archmage is a fusion deck, so. Heck. So, yeah. Crap. We're put a bunch of shit up my nose and I do not like it. Cursed Copycat Noble Arms. The equipped monster gains 200 for each equipped spell in your field and graveyard. While this card is equipped to a warrior monster, you can activate this effect. You cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except warrior monsters. Also, special summon one warrior monster with the same attribute and levels those equal attribute and levels as the equipped monster, but a different name from your deck. And if you do equip it with this card, then and destroy that destroy the monster this card is equipped to. You can only use this effect of Cursed Copycat Noble Arms once per turn. Interesting. That is 4. All right. E-O-T-H H-E-O-R-E. What? Well, that's magic, but I'm not looking for magic. Target 1 what card even is this? Ah, it's an art mage card. Okay, wow. That fucker went cheap. Target 1 in your graveyard or banish. Special summon it during your main phase. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Target 1 monster your opponent controls. Declare a level through 1 through 10. That monster becomes that level until end of turn. You can use the effect of this card once per turn. Interesting. I got 4 of them. Very interesting. All right, next card. Card would be SOLFA, Soulful Happiness. There. There's that card. So activate one of these effects, but only you can. For some reason I'm getting. some reason I'm getting static in my ear. Weird. Activate one of these effects, but only you can use each effect of happiness once per turn. Discard one card, and if you do, add two pendulum monsters with different scales from your deck to your hand. Then you can special summon a Sophia pendulum monster from your hand up to the number of monsters your opponent control +1 during your main phase. If this card, you can deduct one pendulum summon of Sophia monsters in addicted to your pendulum summon. You can only special summon 2 Sophia cards from your pendulums. So I gotta know what this means. I gotta know what that card is. Have. I literally pulled both of these and they're sent. That, you cannot tell me that looks like a Pokemon character right there. God, why am I don't get it. What the? But yeah, that card looks just like a Pokemon character. I'm trying something out. Maybe this might work. I'm just working on my mic, guys. Being a pain. It's being a pain in my ass. My mic is. Maybe there? Like I said, guys, I'm just trying to work on my mic. I hope that works. There. But, yeah. What the hell? Like, all of these cards are sent. And this is the complete core of it, so weird. Just weird. But pretty much this is what is, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 of them. I have a humidifier going in the background and it's really goddamn annoying. Now, FUSION the Fusion Draft. Alright, discard 1 card, then reveal 1 fusion monster from your extra deck and add 1 fusion material of those name that mentioned that is revealed from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except discard this card. Then you can add a second such card to your hand if the first card added was a normal monster. So for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion monsters. You can only activate 1 fusion draft once per turn. That is just weird. I got 2, 3, 4. I got 4 fusion drafts. Interesting. So there's that one. Now HUNTI Hunting Horn. Fusion summon 1 Earth Warrior fusion monster from your extra deck by using warrior monsters from your hand or field. So it's pretty much polymerization, but a quick play. Then if you activate this card during the battle phase, you can choose those monsters your opponent controls up to the number of materials used from the hand and for this fusion, and the attack becomes halved until end of turn of the battle phase. You cannot attack directly. This turn you activated this card. Someone sent me something. Wallet pay. Just some garbage. I got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 of them. So there is that. And MEGAL. That one. You can discard 1 card and add 2 Mega monsters at 1 level 4 or lower. Add 1 level 8 or higher or lower, and 5 or higher from your hand to your you can use this effect of discard once per turn. Once per turn, if you ritual summon a Keto monster, except during damage step, you can activate one of these effects, but you can only use each of these effects of discard once per turn. Draw 2, discard 1, tribute 1 monster of your. Damn, that's actually pretty good. And it's a continuous, so you can activate one of these effects, but you'll have to ritual summon one of these monsters to activate one of these. Interesting. Now let me see that. Paste. Serious? Oh, it's this deck. Wow, this core is cheap. I wasn't expecting it to be this fucking cheap. I would be expecting dollar prices. This is like a $5 core, at least. Yeah, at least a $5 core. I could easily play this if I actually wanted to in a ritual deck. I gotta read low for a moment. There it is, low. If you ritual summon one light ritual monster with this card, or request using the materials, you can with this card that request use of monsters. This card can be used as either tribute. You can use the following effect of low this card once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one vanquish soul, continue spell or trap. So are those light monsters or? Nope, they're earth. So load would not work with this deck. Alright. So what does that sucker do? You ritual summon. You must ritual summon by using ritual monsters. You can reveal this card from your hand, and your opponent cannot activate card effects in response to activation of ritual monster effects. When your opponent activates a card or for a quick effect, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Then if that card is negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Then if that card or effect target a card on the field, you contribute one monster your opponent controls. Oh my god, this is. I need this core. I absolutely need it. Like, I've actually played this deck before, and it's actually. I need this core. Like. I'm going to get this core. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if you get this, you really have to get this and these. You mostly have to get everything if you want this core. I'm not too sure on that though. The rest, yes. It's just that one I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. So, but I know what core I'm going to make. So, thank God I got 3 of them. So, there's that. Then we do. Oh, that's right. You are. It's so adorable. And I got 1, 2, 3. A mystery visitor who had to decide from heaven. It conjured the pain into signals and send them into space, but its purpose is still unknown. Pain, pain, go away. That is adorable. You cannot tell me that is not adorable. That is so cute. That is just so goddamn cute. There we go. When your opponent... Oh, wow. Okay. That's right. Pendulums always have 2 effects. This one's the pendulum effect. When your opponent monster effect activates on field resolve, if you control a grand storm of a monster, you can negate that effect, then destroy this card. You can only use this card once per turn. If you control no other monsters, or all monsters you control are so monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. During the main phase, you can activate this effect. Also, you contribute this card to special summon one of these monsters from your hand, except this card. Or if you tribute this card, or when you activate this effect, you can special summon one face up extra deck or graveyard. Instead, you can only use each following effect of this once per turn. And I got 4 of them. Interesting. Ah, crap. So that ain't bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Oh, crap. Triple-headed behemoth. If a face-up cards you control is destroyed by an effect during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon one wind monster from your graveyard during the end phase is this turn. But its attacks and defense become 1,000. You can only use this effect once per duel, and its previous effect once per turn. Weird. No idea who would ever use that. Now, SPHINX. Sphinx of the Sucker. Okay, once per once per turn, if another monster battles an opponent is changed. Once per turn, if another monster battles position is changed, except during the damage step, you can target one face-up card, return it to the hand. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. If a monster battle position change, except during the damage step, you can banish one spell from your graveyard, special summon this card from your graveyard, and if it was there when the battle position was changed, or hand, even if not, and that's funny, during your main phase, you can set one book of moon. What is book of? I've never heard of this book before. It's fucking cheap, I can tell you that. Flip one face down monster on the field to attack position. Just keep doing that over and over and over, just 1,000 times, and just chain. That would be funny. I got 4 of them. Interesting. Very interesting. And you guys might know this one that's coming up, because this card I think was played in the anime. There's no way there's a quarter-century secret rare of that. That's not. There's no way. Yes, Zubaba, Gaga, Go Go Go, Do 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 cards. where if this card was treated as a Zubaba, Gaga, Go Go Go, and Dododo card, if you control a Zubaba, I'm not going to keep saying that over and over again, or Dodomon. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Return up to 2 XYZ monsters from your graveyard to the extra deck. You can only use this once per turn. How many do I have of him? I think I got 4 of them. Yeah, I got 4 of them. Okay. Interesting. D/D. Lance Soldier. Alright. You can target one DD monster you control, increase its level by 1 of a dark contract card on the field, and in what? Oh, increase it by up to the number of dark contracts on my field and graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one dark contract card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of the DD Lance Soldier once per turn. Alright. Interesting. After this, we'll look at some deck profiles, deal with some of my binders, and other stuff. Crap, what am I doing again? That's right. Oh, it's a flip effect. Target one face down monster in defense position and on the field. Change it to face up attack position. You can reveal this card and one flip monster in your hand. Special summon them both face down defense position. You can only use the following. Use this. You can only use each of the precision effects of this card once per turn. During your end phase, you can target one face down card on the field and send it to. Interesting. So 1, 2, 3. Alright. So now TWI, LI, GHT, Twilight Dragon. While you control a synchro monster, plant monster you control gain 1,000 attack. You can only use the following effect of Twilight. This card card once per turn. If this card was normal or special summon, you can special summon one Black Rose Dragon, or one level 4 lower plant from your graveyard, but negate its effects. You can only target one other plant monster you control, increase and decrease by 1. Interesting. Let's see how much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have to do something. You gotta keep nice to see how much we got out of this box in total. Oh crap. R B numbered blade. If this card is normal or special summon, you can send one RB card from your deck to the graveyard, except this card during your opponent's main phase. If this card was linked to an RB Link monster, quick effect, you can pay 1400 life points. Then target one monster on your opponent on its control. Destroy this card during the end phase. You can and only use each effect of this card once per turn. Excuse me. I will be making a few more YouTube videos today, so just hang out with me, guys. There we go, copycat here. If you have a equipped spell in your field or graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Cursed Copycat Noble Arms from your deck to your hand while this card is equipped with a equipped card. You can target one non-tuner warrior monster on the field. Target one this card our level also names becomes the same, and that monster until end of turn. You can only use this card once per turn. All right. Bomb. Sick bomb ma. if you have 2 or more wind monsters in your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand, and you can special summon this card, and if you do, shuffle back 1 wind monster from your graveyard into the deck. If this card is normal or special summon, you can reveal the top card of your opponent's deck and apply the approaching effect based on the card. Monster, place it on your opponent's spell and trap zone face up as a continuous spell, and spell and trap. Damn, that's actually good in a wind deck. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Alright. If this card battles an opponent's, neither card can be destroyed by battle. If you take any battle or effect, you can special summon 1 level 3 or higher illusion monster from your graveyard, or if you take 2,000 or more damage, you can special summon from your deck or extra deck instead you can only use this once per turn. Alright, 1, 2. Alright. Another DD card. Defense Soldier. There it is. Okay, you can activate one of these effects, target 1 DD card in your pendulum zone, special summon it. You can banish 1 DD monster from your graveyard. If your DDD monster attacks this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until end of the damage step. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Add 1 DD pendulum monster from your face up extra deck or graveyard to your hand. You can only use each effect of DD once per turn. Damn, I am talking a lot. And I'm out of breath. So, it's 4 I have. Alright, we're almost there. Alright. Here we go. And here we go again. Why, when you pendulum summon, you can target 1 Sophia card in your pendulum zone, return it to your hand, and while you control that card, card or this cards in both your pendulum zone, one odd and one even pendulum scale, will activate their effects of your that cards cannot be negated. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Sophia card from your deck to your hand, except this card. If you link summon a Sophia monster, you can add one Sophia card from your face-up extra deck or graveyard to your hand. Link a Sophia card? I swear I did not see a Sophia Cord link monster. Yeah, where does it say, like, it's a small engine? I don't get it. So where are you even supposed to find a Sophia Link monster? I've never heard of one. It's weird. Of the Draco Phoenix, not that one. You contribute, summon this card face up. You contribute a continuous spell or trap you control as well. Monsters you control can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can destroy one other true Draco or true King card in your hand or face up on the field. If you do, special summon this card to either field. If this card is normal or special summon, banish the top four. Oh my! So you do it on your opponent's side, pretty much. Oh, come on. When your opponent activates a monster effect on their field, target that monster you control or their monster's target. You can target one attack for a quick. You control. When your opponent activates a monster effect on their field that targets a monster, you control or their monsters target one for an attack quick effect, special summon this card from your hand, and then you can choose one of those opponent's monsters, reveal one card in your hand, then apply the following effect act to that monster revealed card type. Change it to defense position. Serious, double its attack. I do like banish, but you mostly only want to do that one or that one. You double his attack, you're going to die real quick. Alright. We're getting close to the end, guys. Is this it? This is it. Yeah, see, it's so goddamn cheap. I gotta get this. You can ritual summon this card with a one of those cards. You cannot activate the following effect of this card in the same chain. If this card is ritual summoned, you can add one of those cards from your graveyard to your hand during the main phase. Quick effect, you can activate this effect. Ritual summon one ritual monster from your graveyard, except that this card by tributing monsters from your hand or field, including this card to your field. Wars holds total level equal or exact its level. You can only use this effect of... I knew there was a drawback. I knew it. But it's still such a good card. And I got 4. So you mostly want to play 3 of these. I know that. I know you want to... I think you mostly want to play 3 of these. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta build a deck on Omega and figure it out. Alright. We're in the traps. Let's see if we can... Alright. Target one monster in your graveyard or banishment. Send it to the graveyard. One monster from your extra deck or Dominica monster from your deck with attack higher than or equal to that target. You can special summon that target until end of the next turn. After this card resolves, you cannot special summon it from the extra deck. Interesting. And I got 2, 3 of them. Interesting. Okay, so now OKI. There it is, right there. Once per chain, when your opponent activates a card effect, you can place a dish counter on this card, equip it equal to the chain link. Oh my god. Number of this effect applies. This card or this effect depending on the number of dish counters. 9 or less, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. 10 and plus, send this card to the graveyard. And if this card is sent to the graveyard by its own effect, you can send the top card or top 10 cards of your deck to the... Interesting. And I think I got 4 of them. Yeah, I got 4 of them. Interesting. That makes 40, guys, right there. That is $40 in total. Last stand. There it is. Last stand. Special summon 1 RB monster from your deck, extra deck, or graveyard with different names than and cards you control for the rest of this turn. After this card resolves, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except machines monsters with 1500 or less attack. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets an RB monster you control, well, you can banish this card from the graveyard, negate the effect, and you can only activate this once per turn. Once per turn, only once and only one. Wow. All right. Ugh. Alright, another Archmage card, guys. I'm gonna see what every Archmage card costs now. Fucking field spell is still up there. What happened to that one, the main guy? Huh, interesting. Okay, so this one, because it's technically the only one. So target 1 monster your opponent controls. Target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. Return one Archmage monster you control. Hold to the hand / extra deck, and you can special summon that target to the field, but negate its effects. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate the effect of Archmage Academy, you can add one Archmage spell from your graveyard or banishment to your hand. You can only use each effect of Archmage this card once per turn. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion monsters. Alright. Draco Sting. I gotta see how much Draco Tell stuff is. Serious? That went down? At least this went fucking down a little. I got these two. I'm just probably going to need more fusions. I have him, but I don't know if I have. Where's, there it is. Target one monster and or spell / trap your opponent's graveyard, banish them. Then you can place one Draco Tail card from your graveyard or banishment on the bottom of the deck. Draco Tail Sting, draw one card. You can only activate one Draco Tail Sting per turn. So you can banish them and place one Draco Tail card from your graveyard. Damn it all. This is why I wish I had Draco Tail. Okay, Radiant Typhoon. Alright, let's see. R A D I Radiant Typhoon. Radiant Man. I need Radiant Man. Alright. Once per turn, you can target 3 quick play spells, L's in your graveyard, including Radiant Tycoon card. Apply to the following effect: shuffle them into the deck, draw a card. All wind monsters you control. So mostly it's for a wind deck. That's what the Tycoon stuff is for. Okay. Once per chain. When Mystical Space Typhoon is activated, you can target one face up card your opponent controls, negate its effect. If this card is destroyed by the card effect Mystical Space Typhoon, you can send this by. Interesting. Okay, so I do have it, guys. The Doom Z Destruction. I do have it. Target 1, Doom Z. Yeah, I think I already read this. It's at the beginning, but I'll read it again for the hell of it. Well, if target 1 Doom Z XYZ monster you control, equip hit card with the following effect. If this cards cannot be added to the main deck to your opponent's hand except by drawing them. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can target one face-up monster on the field, equip one Doom Z monster from your deck to it as an equip spell. You can only use each of the Doom Z destruction once per turn. Alright. Another Dark Contract. Alright. Dark Contract, different dimensions. Once per turn, during your standby phase, take 1,000 damage. You can only use the following effect of the Dark Contract, different dimensions. Once per turn, you can shuffle 2 Dark Contract cards from your graveyard into the deck, then target 1 card in your opponent's field or graveyard, banish it, and if this card is destroyed, you gain 500 life points. Then if this card was destroyed by an opponent's card effect, gain another 500. RB, next phase, or dash B dash next. Yeah, bit my tongue. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control an RB monster, destroy one monster you control, and if you do, negate the activation, and if you destroy that card, or then gain 2,000 life points, and you can activate one of these once per turn. Thought I already. Alright. We're in the extra deck monsters now. So first King Clovis. Okay. If this card is synchro summoned, you can target one banished DD monster or one dark contract card on the field. You can target one card in your graveyard instead. Special summon it. You can only use this effect of this card once per turn. If this card is banished, you can activate this effect. If your DD monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So LYCORYS Lily. Let me get a drink real quick. Oh, it's a plant. Okay. If a monster is sent to the field to your opponent's graveyard while this card is in your monster zone, during the damage step, you gain life points equal to one of those monsters' attacks in either graveyard. Your opponent takes effect damage while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step. You can banish this card, send one monster from the field to the graveyard with attack less or equal to the difference of your life points and your opponent's. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of it. Got 4 of them. Alright. Serene. Sorceress. If this card is synchro, you can pay 1,000 life points and set one teleport. Or normal or what is a teleport? Okay, so that's alright, interesting. I think I might have a teleport normal or quick play spell from your deck, graveyard, or banishment. If this synchro summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one card your opponent controls or target 2 if your opponent controls a psychic monster, fusion or synchro. Oh. Re- Return that card to the hand. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Alright. Right. Don't want C, I want G. Dragon Ord. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can add one Goku spell or trap from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one earth monster you control while you control that face-up monster from your opponent's monsters. You can only target it for our attacks. Also, add one Goku monster with less attack than that monster from your graveyard to your hand, and you can only use this card once per turn. So alright, Xyz now. We only got 4 Xyz monsters and they're all the same, so this is just going to be a quick one. With Luton. Alright, this card gains 7 attack for each material it's attached to once per turn, and when a normal or a quick play card is active quick effect, you can attach that card on the field to this face up card, and if you do, this card is unaffected by activated effects during the end phase. You can set one spell card that is attached to this card. You can only use Cerberus once per turn. Interesting. Who knows? I might keep 3 of them. There's that. Now we are on the fusions. There. 2 Earth Warriors. Unaffected by your opponent's activated effects during the main phase. Only during the main phase. During the battle phase, a quick effect, you can tribute 1 fusion monster, special summon 2 Earth Warrior monsters from your graveyard except this card of the Deep Forest, and if you do, your Earth Warrior monsters cannot be destroyed by battle for the rest of this turn. You can only use this effect the following once per turn. Alright, next one. CHEVR. The Deep Forest. Alright. Unaffected by your opponent's activated effects during the main phase only, your opponent monsters that can attack must attack the monster you control the highest attack. This might be good in Canine actually. Must attack their choice if tied. When another Earth Warrior monster you control is destroyed by your opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon one Earth Warrior monster from your graveyard or banishment. You can only use... Damn, that's actually pretty good. Alright, we're at the links. The final stretch. Chic. Alright. If a Goku monster is added from the deck to your hand except by drawing it, except during the damage step, you can special summon any number of Goku monsters with different levels from your hand, but each one as long as it remains face up in the monster zone. You cannot special summon except Goku monsters during your main phase. You can fusion summon one Goku fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. You can only use each effect of Goku Sheik once per turn. Last cards, and they're all the same. Necromancer. Here it is. It's the last four too. So, if this card is link summon, you can add one level 5 or higher dark spellcaster monster from your graveyard to your hand, but you cannot activate this card. You cannot activate cards or effects of cards with the same name of the rest of this turn. You can Send one spell or trap from your hand or field to the graveyard. Immediately after this, normal summon one spellcaster monster. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. And plus, so in total of everything that we just looked at from this box that I opened, it came out to $53.69. And that is everything that came out of my box. So, not a bad pull. Not a bad price. But a lot of it was cents. So, I'll see you guys again.